Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this. So today, we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it, but before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details. So, I picked this printer after my Canon MX892 died with that dreaded B200 error right after the warranty, and I was over dealing with the same frustration again. I went with this model largely because of a Wirecutter review, and I figured having a reliable all-in-one for the family would be worth it. I'll be honest, I value convenience and decent print quality more than chasing pennies on ink. So yes, the ink bills sting a bit, but it's not a deal breaker for me since we're not high volume. Right out of the box, this printer feels solid enough for a home setup. Two-sided scanning is a real plus for schoolwork and documents, and the print quality looks good enough for everyday stuff. I didn't notice a major step up in precision from the newer core technology, but it's plenty capable for what we use it for. What you should know though is that the ink is expensive, as it tends to be with most multi-function printers, and you're paying more for the convenience than the nostalgia of big savings. Not a disaster for my usage pattern, but worth keeping in mind if you're a heavy, color-driven user. The big hiccup for this one was Wi-Fi. It connected fine with my iMac at first, then refused to play nice after that first successful print. The touchscreen showed the Wi-Fi signal as good, and the router map could see the printer, but printing failed with a communication error. Re-entering the password would fix it for one print, and then we'd be back to square one. Epson tech support tried to help, but this problem was new to them. They sent a replacement, and then another, but the same Wi-Fi gremlin showed up. My setup was a bit old-school mid-2010 iMac Asus router, but the Canon printer I replaced worked flawlessly on the same network, so I wasn't convinced it was all on the router or Mac side. In the end, I solved it by giving this printer a static IP and wiring it into the network with an IP-based setup. It's a bit of a dance, but once I did that, print and scan tasks behaved consistently. If you're fighting the same issue, that static IP route is worth a try. And yes, Epson Connect later let me print from my phone, which was a nice convenience bump after the initial drama. There are other small quirks. The box is packed with tape, some stuck in odd places, so watch for those or you'll get a screeching startup until you clean up the packaging. The lid doesn't hold up unless opened fully, and it feels cheaper than I expected. It's also louder than the Canon we replaced, though not intolerable. Scanning can require installing the driver from Epson's site, but once that's done, it's reasonable. Fax status isn't obvious on the screen, which is annoying, though the history log can confirm delivery later on. For a personal home setup, this printer does the job, and then some if you're running a home office or need heavy document throughput. You might be happier with a sturdier, higher capacity model. Overall, this is a solid, capable all-in-one that's willing to work with you if you're willing to tinker a bit and accept some quirks. So that wraps up the review. I appreciate you watching, and if you want to take a closer look, I've added the product link in the description. You might also find some current deals there. Take care.